All right. Let's see what we can do for tournament style problem solving. All right. Well, let's see. Check. We'll check again. Well, we're rook down. That part's not cool. Check, king h. Well, okay. We have checks, captures, piece, contacts, and situation. Situation says we're one rook down. And he's threatening to exchange off a bunch of material and smoke us. So we can't allow that to happen. So we got bishop takes pawn check, rook takes rook check, stuff like knight d7, rook f2, rook e1. Right off the top of my head, I see bishop takes h7 check, king in the corner, followed by, knight to f7 check, but even better is knight to g6 check, forcing one move. You know how I like to have the one move forced. Forcing king takes h7, knight takes f8, double check. And he's dead because queen to h7 is mate, or queen to g6 is mate, depending. This guy is completely smoked. And it's that quickly. As Jim Carrey would say in The Mask, smoking. Kaboom. All done and worked out in under 2 minutes. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Game over. That looked awfully easy. Okay. Ouchity, ouch, ouch. You in trouble, baby. Now, let's see. We have we have f5 check. This king is in trouble. His white king is completely tied down, and any kind of check is going to kill him. So the question is h5 or f5, which is first and which is second? So let's say h5 check. G takes h6 en passant is forced. No, that one's no good because he's going to open the square h5. So we do reverse. f5 check. He plays G takes f6 en passant. So he takes that en passant, and then we hit him with h5. King to g5. Rook to g3 check. Rook to g4. Rook takes rook. Checkmate. So he's dead, Jim. Whoops. I don't see how that's possible, how it's any different. But whatever. Oh, sorry, that's the one I needed because that's the one I needed the pawn to block him. I flip-flopped that in my mind and got it backwards. I had it, but got it backwards. Okay, look at this jerk. Bishop to g4. And then where are you going, Bobby Fischer? He'll check me is what he's going to do. He's still in trouble, though. Because I would just play king to... can't do that, actually. Well, bishop to g4 doesn't work. It doesn't work. So, Well, d5 doesn't work either. That doesn't work. So, what do we do here? That's a good question. Or does it? Bishop g4, bishop takes f7, king to d7, and then what? The bishop is on g4. He's locked in. White squares are out of business. Queen owns the black squares. He's dead. Thanks for the queen, brother. We appreciate it. Okay, how about check? Oh, man. Well, let's say queen check. Well, rook takes. How about queen takes pawn check? King to h8. Rook takes rook check. Rook takes rook takes rook check. Not really getting anywhere specific. That bishop move might be useful. Oh, bishop takes pawn check first. Knight captures bishop. Queen takes f7. Eat this. Crunch. This guy's getting shredded. So, here's the question for you. Oh, man, I don't like knight takes f3 check. Let's see, queen takes f7. Well, we do have, oh, rook takes rook. Rook takes rook. Sorry, we play rook takes rook check. He plays rook takes rook. We go. Tough question. We go queen. Oh, actually, we play queen to d7 first. That gives us a threat on e8. So if we play queen to d7 first, threatening rook takes rook check and mating. So he could do stuff like well, he could play stuff like knight takes bishop check, which is pretty strongish. I don't like knight takes bishop for me. For him to play on me. Oh, you know what we also have? We also have Bishop to h5. Kind of a nasty move. Oh, what else? No, it's no good. He's attacking our queen, that freak. So we have to do something that's going to inconvenience his queen. Ugh. Well, I don't know what he's going to do. Queen to d7 is one of the few moves we can make that actually threatens anything. I mean, we could play stuff like, well, the queen has to move out of the way. And the only way the queen can move with some kind of a tempo is queen to d7 or queen to a5. But knight takes bishop check, pawn takes bishop. We also have to defend our d4 bishop against this stupid queen. I don't know, man. It looks to me like queen d7 is the only move we could play. Well, that's not the right move. I don't know. Queen to a5 that doesn't guard a bishop. I don't think taking it first is the move. It says that it is. Okay there, Bobby Fischer. Imbecile. Okay, rook e1. My bad on that one. I realized that he had a back rank weakness. Too late. Oh yeah, we're a piece up. I didn't even realize that. Rook to e1 is the killer. Well, I slipped on the second one, but still 3 out of 5 wasn't terrible. This one was 24, 24, 19, 24, 23. So that was pretty solid stuff. Nothing super great, but it was okay. Yeah, I slipped on the second one because my original idea was to play the correct move. The h5 was the correct idea because the g-pawn ends up, like I said, I just mirror imaged it somehow in my brain. The king, our king, prevents him from going down f6, which is the open square. We needed the h6 to be the closed square. That was my bad. I made a mistake on that one in my haste. So that was me. This one was, I didn't spot, the other one I missed, I didn't spot the back rank weakness. That rook to e1 is a move that never came across. So that was a boo-boo. The other one I had, this one I did not have. So, hey, when your bad set of problems is 3 out of 5, and it should have been 4 out of 5, you know you're in good shape, okay? So I can't complain about how this went. It was pretty easy overall. I should have done better. I just, was mentally lazy. So don't be mentally lazy. You see what happens. But like I said, if this is my bad day, which this is one of the bad days, 3 out of 5 on a bad day, you do quite well. So A lot of good stuff here to look at. You know, those other problems were pretty fun. So can't complain, man. Not my best day, but I've done worse. So this is very good. I can't complain. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You know what to do. I'll talk to you later.